I've been kind of holding out on y'all, but I had to check some things, and some verification came through.
Okay.
Today. So y'all don't interrupt me and let me tell you what I know. Okay. The reason why we pulled out of Afghanistan is because the Nasser new money system can be implemented in a country where there's war.
Yeah, I know that. I've done covered the videos on all this. I just sent you guys, everybody, just a bunch of Nasser stuff. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, the reason why the military equipment was left behind is Trump had been talking with the good Taliban for a long time. And the reason why the equipment was left, as soon as we started to pull out the Al-Qaeda, which is now called ISIS-K, they emptied the prisons of all the Al-Qaeda and bad Taliban. Right. They were shuffled to Switzerland, and then from there to a dump somewhere in South America. I don't know where. They used the rods of God to kill them all. That's where they're hiding. They're gonna get them all at one time. They won't let them stay in the prisons. This era is being implemented. It's supposed to be implemented in Afghanistan by the 12th of September.
Sure. Fuck.
Okay, I don't know if y'all knew that or not, but that's there were hundreds of American citizens and Afghan commandos by the good CIA was snuck out of Kabul before all this got started. Yeah. The people that were left, the quote unquote American citizens that were left, were working with the Taliban, the bad Taliban. Okay. The Rockefellers are the ones that put the 2 suicide bombers out to make it look bad that we're pulling out of Afghanistan. They did kill some good people that were on our side. Okay. But the people that's there left, a lot of the people that was left there, the Afghanistan, the American citizens, were all working with the Taliban, the bad Taliban and the CIA. There's two different elements of the Taliban. It's the good guys that's been working with Trump for over a year, and then the others. They're going to go through and use our equipment to weed out the bad ones. The Al-Qaeda, because Al-Qaeda comes from other countries. They're not, Al-Qaeda fighters are not Afghanis. They're from Pakistan, Syria, Iraq, Iran, all these other Arab countries. They have gotten them out. Like I said, went to Switzerland. In Switzerland, they're hiding out in the dumbs down in South America, and they're going to hit them with the rods of God. The reason why we were there, which we all know, was guarding the poppy plants.
Yeah, that and among other things.
Yeah.
To cover up the fucking gold heist in the World Trade Center, to get all the fucking undocumented kids that are going to be, caused by that fucking war.
All right, well, let me say this.
Seeds, oil, every fucking thing. They got shit over there to build all these fucking batteries for their Tesla cars.
So what is the point that you're trying to make, Will? Go ahead.
I'm trying to make this. The reason why we pulled out of Afghanistan is because technically there's no more war there. They can implement Nasser, which is supposed to be Nasara, which is supposed to be on the 12th of this month, and the equipment was left for the Taliban that Trump's been working with to go get the bad Taliban.
Right.
Taliban.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so that's and to run Al-Qaeda out to get them somewhere where we can kill all of them, because eventually the fuckers would have got out of prison, and as soon as they got out of prison, they just started their shit again because they're radicalized. Okay,
yeah,
and the CIA. So on by December, all the deep state players in all countries should be arrested by then.
Yep.
All right.
That's what I'm hearing too. I'm hearing they should all be arrested. Yep.
Quantum computer is used to lay out the actual plan. They're actually calculating all this of what to do and how to do it. That's why things have been changing. As things change, they plug it in the computer, and the computer kicks out and says, okay, we ran scenarios. You need to do this, this, and this. So that's why all this has been changing. On Tuesday, September the 2nd, all currency rates were locked down. Okay. On the 1st, the World Court gave the United States 36 hours to get the plan in motion and have it done by September the 12th. I got dates. All right. The Germans have started to pay out yellow bonds. Now, I don't know what this means. And Tier 4 notifications were released. I have no idea what that means.
Yeah, I've been hearing all this Tier 4B and all this shit. Well, if there's a Tier 4B, there's a Tier 1A, 1B, 1C. What the fuck is this shit? Nobody ever explains it.
I have no idea what that is. That's all I was told. Tier 4 notifications were released on the 2nd. That's all I know. I have no idea what it is. The Queen actually died on November 5th, 2019. What you've been seeing is body doubles and CTI. They're in March of 2019.
Are you recording this, Dave?
Yeah.
Okay.
In March of 2019, all the UK royals' power was stripped, and it reversed the 1871 Act of England, whatever that is. I have no idea.
Right, I do.
Okay. So am I on the right track here, Stoney?
Somewhat, yeah.
Okay.
It's a little bit deeper. It's a little bit deeper than that, but you're getting the gist of it. Yep.
Okay, so like I said, I got some intel this week, and I said I want it for a while because I got these dates. I wanted to see if these things. Well, they did lock the currencies down. Okay.
Not yet, but they are starting to lock the currencies down. The currencies will be changed and implicated in this new ROM.
Exactly.
But it's not happened yet, but it's significantly fixing to boom. And there's a lot more to it than that, though.
Yeah, but I started in on the currencies on the 2nd because I noticed the Forex exchange. So that's what I did. I waited, wanted to see what the Forex was doing, and the Forex is doing some crazy shit right now. Okay.
Look, we literally had to take cash and stuff it in physical currency, which I don't know how well that would do. But you've seen what I pulled out of a safe deposit box in case doors don't work and stuff don't work. Out of the boxes of coins that I told you I had, I sent you a picture of some of them purposely for a reason.
All right, let me finish this.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. MSM, mainstream media, is not reporting shit that's happening and going on. Bad stuff like storms, floods, and shit like that. But it's still getting out, and people are starting to get pissed off. A lot of people are starting to ask questions now about mainstream media, because they're not telling the obvious. I mean, when you have these, and they told me, they said they focused on these massive floods that took place in, I think it was New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania. And they're not talking about it at all. Okay. And so they're getting it to the point where people are going to start questioning mainstream media. So when the military does the 10 days of blackout and does the emergency broadcast system, people will tune and listen. When that happens, the internet, cell phones, TV is all gone for 10 days. That's the 10 days of darkness. There's nothing but military GPS, letting people know what's happening, what's going on. When that happens, I don't know. Okay, there's going to be wait for those to go by.
Yeah, I can't control ambulances and police and fire.
Whether or not it happens December, November, I don't know. Okay. All the private intelligence by the Mossad and the royal family, the newspapers, internet will be removed on the internet reset. Okay. All the Mossad, CIA, Five Eyes will be gone. The only thing we'll have is military intelligence. They're in the
Yeah,
process.
we've known this. But yeah, you're starting to catch on, bro.
Okay. The HARP was created by Tesla and some college professors back in the 80s, but it was hijacked by the Rockefellers and the CIA. They were using it to create storms. They no longer have access to the HARP. Okay? That's been taken over. At the Three Gorges Dam, it's been disabled. It has no more electricity. But 52% of the Bitcoin is mined at the Three Gorges Dam. That's what this. There's 27 nuclear reactors there that's being taken. That's been disabled over in China. GM has been shutting down most of their plants due to the microchip shortage. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Yeah.
There are social media outages in Russia.
Yep.
Now,
And there's actual electricity and all that shit is out there too, but they're not even publicizing lots of it in other places as well. Yep.
got an update on a military tribunal. You ready for this one?
Well, let me say this real quick. Let me just say this. Well, anything you have, you need to tell now, because this is ahead of the game by a couple of days. And a week from now, this is already going to play it out. You'll see. Go ahead.
Well, you can take it and run with it. I don't care. I don't have to be the one to say it. You can say, I got it from a reliable.
Dave can. He's recording it, but I'm going to be honest.
That's
right now, Will. This is all we have, bro. We have all this info.
That's
right.
right.
You're doing a great job explaining it. Go.
Dave wants to take this and put it out there. I put my name on it. I don't care. Okay?
Yes.
On the military tribunal, now where this tribunal's being held, I don't know.
Yep.
I can't.
They are being held, though, yep.
Because I know they're being held in South Carolina. I know they're being held in, up in, what's the military, prison?
Guantanamo, and the other one is, what's the other one?
Like Montana or somewhere. Where is that? Fort Leavenworth, Kansas.
Leavenworth, yeah.
You're also holding them out in San Diego. I know there's places. So where his military tribunal is, I don't know. But I got names to put on. Okay.
Okay.
Vice Admiral John G. Hannick, that's Hannink, is the JAG prosecutor prosecuting Bill Clinton.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
He presented evidence of adrenochrome parties and trips to Epstein's Lolita Island. And it was $1 billion a year industry to them.
Yep.
And evidence of Clinton trafficking, also evidence of Clinton's trafficking kids to their home in D.C. The Clinton's lawyer, his name is David E. Kendall, Kendall, David E. Kendall, is Clinton's lawyer. They produced 6 pictures of Epstein, Clinton, and Ghislaine Maxwell all having children. She's the one who gave them the pictures.
Mm-hmm.
She also stated this. What they did was they got her on camera, and she testified from her prison cell in New York, where she's being held up in New York. She testified that Clinton has erectile dysfunction, and that they strapped kids down after the orgies, gurney, through blood for the adrenochrome. She also testified that Clinton had sex with 23 minors from the dates of 1995 to 2016. After 2 hours of this evidence, Clinton threw his hat in and pled guilty, as long as they would give him life in prison and not give him the death penalty for sex trafficking and treason.
Who was that again?
It was Clinton, Bill Clinton, Slick Willie.
I heard that before. But go ahead.
So, now when this happened, I don't know. I don't know if it happened this week, last month. I have no idea. I don't know if when he pled guilty, they're going to let him run around for a while to make it look good before they finally put his ass into a prison cell. I have no idea. All I know is the military tribunal took place. It lasted for 2 hours. This vice admiral is the one who prosecuted. He's a JAG lawyer, and the Kendall guy was his defense lawyer. And Ghislaine Maxwell testified from her prison cell in New York to Clinton from 95 to 2016 having sex with 23 kids, and provided photographs of 6 photographs of her, Epstein, and Clinton, Slick Willie, having sex with children. So after 2 years, after two hours, Clinton decided to throw his name in the hat. Throw the hat in because he had it. So when this took place, when this happened, I don't know. I haven't been given dates yet, but I was very impressed with, normally I wouldn't even say anything about it, but when they said, okay, this is the JAG lawyer that was prosecuting him, and I looked him up, and sure enough, he's a JAG lawyer. He's been on the JAG lawyer for many years, the Navy JAG lawyer, and also looked up this David Kendall, and he's a defense attorney, very prominent defense attorney out of New York, I think. So, it's not, Clinton had a military tribunal. There was a tribunal, and these are the people that were involved. And I knew when they nailed Ghislaine Maxwell, when they got her, and they had been watching her for a year before they had finally arrested her. And then she disappeared. You didn't hear no more out of her. And I knew right then and there.
Recovered all that.
Yeah. I knew right then and there they had what they needed. So,
the bombshells are yet to come, but they've already started. We already know this, but they've taken us down, beat us down so hard that really it's going to be a miracle if any of this comes to light from our side, no matter how much we push it. But this is good information, and you're actually covering a lot of it at one time, which is awesome. Because this is the stuff we've said on prior videos that they've taken down. So go ahead and just explain it all. Don't hold nothing back because we're days away. So
okay.
Go ahead.
You want me to go through it again, or?
I just want you to just keep running with what you got, because pretty much everything you just caught on to, we have been covering.
All right, and ivermectin. There's a medication now called ivermectin that mainstream media has been busting on. Ivermectin can cure COVID in 3 days. It's actual cure. You don't need the vaccine. You don't need the shots. Ivermectin is what has been developed. I don't know how long it's been out. Looked it up. It exists, and they're trying to slam it and say, oh, no, that's no good. Ivermectin is a cure for COVID. Also found out that the majority of the shots that they're giving are placebos. Only about 10% are actual vaccines. I can tell you that too.
Well, I can tell you, all these different ones, like I'm not even going to say it, but exactly what you were just saying. These are natural 3 to 5 day, not cures, but they should do treatment. Yes, treatment. And they work 100%. And I'm going to tell you this too. You can go to Granger. Is it Granger or one of these big places that sell animal stuff? We have like a Farm and Fleet here, which some places got Fleet and Farm, which connected. What's the other one where you can buy like saddles and dewormers for your dogs and horses and all the shit?
And that's what do you call it? Tractor Supply Company.
Tractor Supply. You can go there and get the big H1 and don't say the word, but you know what I'm talking about. Hydro, smoke a little hydro in a tube. Let's say. Anyway, long story short, you can go there and get it in a tube, because you can feed that to your horses. Go online and figure out your dosage for your weight And it's the same exact thing over the counter because most places, most pharmacies, and most doctors will not prescribe it, fill it, or anything. But you can go to Tractor Supply and get it over the counter, and it's the same exact stuff they give a whole
Yeah.
Just saying, just so people know.
And I was also given, that's all I have for now, but I was also given heads up that I don't know when, it might be later this evening, it might be tomorrow, about Bill Gates and a military tribunal. If you know anything about that. It's not.
Yep, I covered it and sent it to everybody about a week ago.
Okay.
All right, so it was in there. That and Bill Gates, and what was the other one? I've got somebody working on my computer here from a different place. So they're
Fauci, I know for a fact Fauci had a sealed indictment on him because I talked to the number 3 man to the Pentagon personally that was standing in the Oval Office at some time. I can tell you that.
Yeah, so Fauci's got a couple of indictments on him. A lot of people connected to it for all kinds of fraud.
Right.
Just kind of terrorism, all kinds of shit. Just all over the planet. So, shame on him. Bill Gates as well. And the other guy as well. There's another one that I sent emails out to everybody. I said I wasn't positive if these are true or not, but I'm going to send them out just because, and people can research. So, yeah, there's some huge stuff that a lot of people are not seeing working. That's going on right now. Huge.
Check and see if this week, if Congress went to the Capitol this week, because I was told that a lot of them did not go to the Capitol this week.
That's true too. Hey, and another thing, so Robert David Steele, did you hear what we were talking about earlier with it? You're the one that told me about that, so if you want to cover that. But but the one main thing is they're on the same platform. Explain that.
Well,
he didn't hear it.
I got out. You had mentioned Robert David Steele dying of COVID earlier this month, or first of this month or sometime last month. So I just pulled it up and I went out to Robert David Steele's website, and it says in big bold capital letters, he was executed on April the 10th by white hats for selling out secrets and dealing with George Soros. So it says right there.
The point behind that. The point is, in August 28th, it says he died from COVID as a cover-up. But what they forgot, Dave, is to take the original one off his own personal website.
Right.
He said he was executed on his own website.
Yep.
April of 2021, he was executed. And they didn't take that off, and then they brought the new one out for August 28th, and they didn't, they were trying to get funds, but they didn't go into its backlogs and take off the actual one from August, or from April, that said he was executed. Whoever's doing his site right now must not even realize that that is out there.
Yep.
Will Kniesche caught it.
Yep, sure did.
Did you hear what I just said to you, Dave?
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah. He got executed on, look, RobertDavidSteele.com in August put out a full sheet that on his website, not Billy Bob's and not Warder's, on his own website, said he was executed April 10th. Back sometime, now let's jump forward to August 28th. They came out with a please help fund us or whatever, saying that he died with COVID. But they didn't realize that whoever did his website before already blasted the point of him being put to death on his website. Imagine that.
Wow.
Another catch, just like my girl caught, and we caught. Another one. It ain't on Reuters. It ain't on, it's one of them other ones that always is putting out information. None of them sites. This is Robert David Steele's own personal website. said that he was executed. .com. RobertDavidSteele.com put it out that he was executed. Imagine that.
Wow.
Yeah. And they must not have realized that it was out there because they just, let's jump from April to August 28th, and let's say, which it couldn't be because he was at events since then, but he must have been tried and convicted, and they let him swing for a little while out there, and then when they put his ass down on the 28th, or I don't know, I can't prove this. But when they put him down on the 28th, they came out with a whole new thing, not realizing they already exposed herself for him getting put down for all this other crap. It's crazy, bro. I can't explain it. All I can tell you is what I find and what I see. And Will caught this one, or at least together working on this, it all popped in my head. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. Did he die from being put down in April? Or was he tried, convicted, and ready to go, and they let him go for a while because he started drinking real heavy and playing around with women, not where he shouldn't have been? And then the next thing you know, he's out of here on the 28th? I don't know. I have no idea.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not joking. I got it on my screen right now as long as this other guy don't screw it up. I got somebody actually setting my computer up right now because of this big interview we got going on the 6th. And then, I got other interviews with big people that I'm working on from here on in. And don't say nothing, Will, but you kind of know who they are, right?
Right.
You heard?
Right.
All the way to, like, big people like Big, like the one person in the world you'd love to interview, Dave.
Yeah.
Like the big guy,
The big guy.
The big guy. Like him?
Yeah.
Great possibility I'm going to have him on the platform.
Oh, no shit.
Oh, bigger. All working its way up to the main guy we want on the platform. So, listen. Yeah, I'm working on it right now. And I got a connection to all of them. All the way to the big guy.
Excellent.
All the way. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Been on the phone. Will was on the phone when this shit was being discussed, right, Will?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's going to go from Clay Clark on the 6th to maybe either Mike Lindell or General Michael Flynn or Rudy Giuliani or somebody. And then it's going to work its way all the way up to the big guy. The one everybody wants to hear. What the hell is going on? That guy? Yeah, that one. Yep, working on it right now. So I got somebody setting up my computer so it looks, the software looks and operates better so we can do live videos and put multiple people in a StreamYard. Mm-hmm. So we're going to be able to live video chat with these people hopefully on the 6th.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. I can stream jump up to 6, and I can stream 6 people right now with StreamYard, and we're going to do this interview through StreamYard and video, and set up, my buddy just set up everything, so, yeah, I've been kind of kicking butt trying to get this going here.